didn't get the point of God. The point was, when God wants you to do, you should listen to God what He wants you to do. Like Jonah didn't want to send a letter to Nineveh because those bad people were having fish slapping them, and they're slapping again, and they're stealing, and they're laughing, and they're keep making fun of. And Jonah started to hide from God. And then
where did he hide?
He hid in the pirate ship, and then so there's like this big storm, and then he said this to the pirates. He was the one who disobeyed God because he wanted to send a letter to Nineveh. So the pirates threw him out the ship.
Why did they throw him out the ship?
Because that was the only thing what God told them to do. Because so he could learn a lesson. The lesson was if whoever doesn't listen, he didn't listen to Jonah. He never wanted to die. So that was the lesson of Jonah and the fish. So
they throw him in the ocean, and then what happens?
The whale, a big fish, comes up with his mouth open, and he closes it.
What's the difference between
and so the pirates were scared because that was so scary. So Jonah prayed to God to give him a second chance, and an angel was down to help him. So when God gave him a second chance, the whale just spit him out of its mouth, and he went to Nineveh. So he can do a
But
second chance.
how did God know that Jonah wanted a second chance? What did Jonah do inside the whale? What was he doing?
He was sad, so he wanted to pray to God. It was because he just didn't want to do it. That's all. So now he prayed to God, and he told him to give a second chance. He'll always give you.
Oh, he asked for a second chance.
And God gave him a second chance to live.
And how did he give him the second chance? What happened next?
God gave him a life he gave some life two chances from his arms.
Oh.
So he gave him a second chance, and
how did he come out of the fish?
The whale spit him out, and God made the whale spit him out.
Oh, okay. Wow. And he went flying in the sky.
Yep. Hey, Mom, you want to hear the story of David and Goliath?
So then, but tell me now, what do I have to learn from Jonah? From the story of Jonah, what do I have to learn?
The lesson was rule number 4. Listen to God what He wants you to do.
Yeah.
Do a letter or something what's important.
Yeah, we need to always obey Him, right?
And try to do His wishes when He wants us to do.
So if he says to you, he says, Diego, I want you to behave at church, then what do you need to do in church?
You try to be good.
Yes, because then you're what? You're obeying God, right?
And do you want to hear the story of David and Goliath?
Yeah, sure. Tell me.
The story was David was a shepherd for the sheep. The sheep liked David, but his brothers would keep making fun of him. When he was sleeping, there was this dream, and when he woke up, the dream was real because God was giving him like a letter. It's like a message. And then his brothers didn't want to fight Goliath. He was a giant. And so the people, like his brothers went out to hide, and so the king told David to get out there. and he didn't want to, so he grabbed some little stones from the river. He made a slingshot, and he did that, and it went on Goliath's head, and he fell, and he was getting dizzy, and he fell down, straight down, and David got a sword and cut his head.
Mhm. And he won the victory.
So he went to the king, and the king let him be one of the soldiers who saved the people from the land and everyone from Goliath.
That's awesome.
And so when Goliath fell, all the bad people ran away this time.
¿A poco?
Because David is the strong, because they think David's the strongest soldier.
Sí.
Because this is how they were scared.
Okay.
First, David got a slingshot, and they got Goliath down, and then they were thinking if they were by David, then they'll think they'll die at the same thing as Goliath, and so they run away.
So who gave David the strength?
God was in his team because
Good job.
God was in his team. That's how he won. When David threw the stones, there was power from God, and that's how he took over.
The way they have it written.
He made power. God gave the power of the stone,
Good job.
and Goliath fell. So, in the big